walk into this space, you see it. It is everywhere. The color, the joy, the celebration, the heart, the pain, the sorrow, all of it is in this room right now.
Juneteenth was the perfect backdrop to put something like this on display, especially with all of the things that are going on right now. In our cities, across the country, and even around the world. This isn't going anywhere, and it shouldn't go anywhere.
The Day of Jubilee, as it has been playfully known as, will continue to be, and it's been celebrated in this community for over 40 years. I'm confident in our ability to continue to celebrate it, regardless of whose pen is in charge.
I am Maggie Rush-Miller. I'm the executive director of the Drawing Studio, and we are sitting in an old Circle K. We call it Building 2, and this is our second annual Juneteenth Art Expo. I came into work a year ago, May, and Miss Randizia, they approached me. They said, oh, you know, might we use the space? It was so moving for me to witness the power of gathering, that power of community.
We were at 25 last year.
So what can we do next year? We do 100.
When I was challenged with 100 Pan-African artists, I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that. And then I was thinking, ooh, can I do that? But I'm like, yeah, I can do that. So we have people from up in the Phoenix area and in the greater Tucson area as well. All the work was worth it.
Last year, it was just in our regular, very small space. It was very conservative in the way in which we presented it. Conservative meaning expected. This is not expected.
The space itself has its own artistic piece. I'm a big fan of the space really enhancing the art and also being integrated with the art that's being presented. And I think this space has accomplished that.
Maggie has a beautiful mind. Let's start with that. The heart and soul that Maggie put into this, and like how much time and blood, sweat, and tears, so to speak, went into this. Like her passion, you can see how it came to life.
So when we consider art, a lot of times we consider this Eurocentric perspective of gallery work. And I did not want to move in that vein. I wanted us to include the traditional artworks that we brought with us from our families. And I wanted us as a community to be included in the artwork. We are the artwork.
Black art typically gets a lot of negative label. So when people come in here and they see art of all different types, music, dance, there's artificial art, there's oil on canvas, there's watercolor, there's 3D art, all different mediums, all different people, the range of ages that people are doing the art, all of one singular color. I think that's important for people to understand that this is where it came from.
So I have two pieces that are not paintings. They're mixed media. It's two women, an older woman and a younger child, and they're kind of connected. It's about legacy and about passing down generational things, not all bad stuff, some good stuff. And then there's also the connection between everybody having their own story. And then I made a piece that's door knocker earrings, and it is about adornment, being like protection and legacy. And then the third piece that I made is a painting, and it is all about ancestral wisdom and protection and knowing where I came from and knowing where I'm going.
The first piece is kind of a dreamy piece. It's got a white background with some texture. It's very layered, so there's some fuchsia and blues that pop in that piece.
There's some Basquiat, is what one of the other artists said it was like, but a happy Basquiat. And then the other piece is called Awakening. This piece was done on acrylic on paper, and it has an infusion of kind of some shamanic elements where we are infusing some nature with a goddess who is screaming out to the universe to be heard.
I have one piece. It's a handmade jewelry. Basically, it's a handmade pendant using copper and a crystal called Atlantisite.
For this expo, I've submitted 26 digital works ranging in 4 different styles. I have a euphoria style, which is centered around self-love and realizing your inner light, just kind of cherishing and making sure that you always keep the positives in your mind.
I write poetry. A lot of my pieces were really about empowerment, was really about being a Black African-American girl, being just a woman in general, and being a single mother, and having our ancestors by our side. So I did it on a cassette tape, which was very unusual for me because I've never done that. But I enjoyed every bit of it because it was different. I was able to just kind of go off script and also just be in the moment of it, and I think that's what was really special to me.
Before the world was carved into countries, before maps and borders, there were thrones made of sunstone and crowns kissed by the cosmos. There were queens, not just in name, but in purpose, regal minds and radiant flesh whose beauty could halt wars, yet it was their wisdom that moved nations.
There's a lot of different points of views, a lot of different artists doing a lot of different things, and I'm definitely grateful to be part of it.
Seeing that not only Juneteenth is a celebration of the ancestors, but everything I do is a celebration of my ancestors. And to be a part of this, it was just like, you know, basically like adding to that connection.
The wisdom and energy and the creative expression of my ancestors flowing through me to be a part of this exhibit has really helped elevate my confidence in what I can do as an artist.
It's empowering. Like I can definitely say already, I've already got my sketchbook in my backpack and I've been writing down notes about new textures and thought about some of these changes, and I'm just like, oh, let me go ahead and add that to my toolbox. So it's been magnificent so far.
I was overwhelmed with the arts that I saw. I barely knew which way to go. And it was just like, they're all different. And they made me feel like you guys inspired me to now go write and also make art to go along with it.
We had Juneteenth before there was a Juneteenth. We celebrate ourselves before it is acknowledged. That has been the history of ourselves. It is a joyful, truly joyful moment for all of us. It is a celebration.
They are the mirror through which I more clearly see myself as my children see themselves through me. Our backs to their fronts, to their backs to their fronts, to their backs to their fronts. Steady, we go onward, balanced.
Hi, I'm Tom McNamara, host of Arizona Illustrated. Thank you for watching this Arizona Illustrated story here on YouTube. And if you like that one, well, here's another story we think you'll like.